Allora, noi dobbiamo andare ad Approdo del Lascito, richiama Alba al falò. Va bene. Ci siamo arrivati qui. Dobbiamo chiamare come abbiamo detto Alba. Abbiamo aspetti,
Ancestor!
e poi facciamo il resto della missione.
My fellow scouts found ancient ruins west of here. They claim to have seen a relic of the ancestors inside, but couldn't find a way to retrieve it. Perhaps a living ancestor could discover a way where others could not.
Maybe. If I find myself in the area.
Chin up, soldier.
May the
You've got a
ancestors
long day
guide
ahead.
us.
Absolutely.
Quelle sono cose che possiamo fare anche nel DLC.
Please,
Perché sono
could you
cose
spare a moment?
secondarie su secondarie. Mettiamo questa missione secondaria.
Ancestor, please. It's about my brother. I don't mean to disturb you, but I've no one else to turn to.
Just take me through it.
Apologies. My name is Jomar. I'm the weapons officer for this expedition. It's my job to ensure the troops are armed and prepared for what's out there. And I've failed to do so. My younger brother, Oris, his unit was sent to scout the tower on the northern side of the island. They should have returned by now. The Overseer denied my request for a search party. Now that he's taken most of the fleet back home, we need all hands on deck to ensure the safety of this camp. I can't just abandon my post.
But you think your brother might still be alive?
Oris has been obsessed with San Francisco ever since I can remember. He jumped at the chance to join this expedition. I have to believe that fate isn't cruel enough to make this place his tomb. If you help me, I'll get you access to any weapon in my stock.
If I make my way up north, I'll look for your brother.
Thank you. If it helps, my brother carried an ancestral relic with him. I believe your focus might be able to pick it up.
What kind of relic?
A small metal piece dangling from a chain with a hologram of San Francisco, which is why my brother always had it with him. The diviners speculated it was some kind of beacon, inviting the ancestors to visit the city.
Speculated. So there was data on it they couldn't read.
It was deemed lost knowledge. If my brother truly is gone, could you maybe bring the relic back for me? It meant so much to Oris. I'd like to keep it safe. For him.
Of course.
Va bene, nuova missione, il souvenir. Non è una secondaria ma è una buona missione. Allora, questo non
I promise you, we'll find a way home.
Harriam, we're never getting that gyro compass back. We're stuck here. For good.
The ancestor reborn.
May we be led to truth.
Just, Aloy, what's this I hear about you never going back home?
Our navigational ships went home with Overseer Bohai.
We were entrusted with the one instrument that can guide the remainder of the expedition back across the ocean, and now it's broken.
There is one ship that might still hold a working gyro compass.
But it's beyond our reach, beached on an island surrounded by deadly currents. No compass, no way home, no way back to those we should have never left behind in the first place.
Christia.
You mentioned you left someone behind?
My wife, Meandra. She works the field in the Great Delta. When I was chosen for this mission, she begged me not to come. She was scared I wouldn't return. And like always, she was right. I left without saying goodbye, and now I won't ever see her again.
So you two are soldiers?
Navigators, actually. I'm Harriam, and this is Christia.
So you two know how to use this instrument?
The gyro compass. Only I know how to read it. The diviners trained me. Harriam was chosen to memorize the charts found in the legacy.
So you can't navigate the fleet without each other?
It is the Quen way. The greater the knowledge held by one person alone, the greater the risk it'll be used against the Empire should we be captured by our enemies.
Your tribe sure is Cautious. So what is this gyro compass you're looking for?
It's a device used by the ancestors to help pinpoint a ship's location, but it only works if the readings are compared to a chart.
How'd you get your hands on something like that?
I guess it's safe to tell you since you carry the gift of the ancestors. The diviners found them on ancient vessels back in our homeland and modified them so we could use them on our ships. Without them, we're at the mercy of the seas. That's why we carry backups. Unfortunately, this one was damaged. With everything that was going on, no one noticed, and now it's too late.
You said what you need is on a ship somewhere.
Yes. The ship we were stationed on. The night we approached landfall, a sudden squall hit the fleet. While some ships managed to find safe harbor here, ours ran aground. The crew abandoned ship, hoping the ocean would spare us.
I thought we'd drown for sure. Thank the ancestors, we somehow got washed up on a beach southwest of here. Scouts found us and brought us to landfall.
We were chosen to stay behind with Diviner Alva, to ensure the rest of the expedition can make it back home when needed.
Not that it matters. The only ship with the gyro compass is grounded and surrounded by deadly currents.
Maybe I can help.
Not unless you can fly.
What if I told you I can use one of those sun wings to take me there?
You could do that?
Why not? She's an ancestor reborn. Anything is possible. The ship lies on an island east of here, past the fleet.
All right. Then that's where I'll go.
I will not let myself hope just yet, but I thank you for your kindness.
Outlook has finally changed.
Maybe.
I'm gonna need a sun wing to make it to this ship of theirs.
Perhaps. They fight with abandon. There's something in their eyes. You ready for guard duty?
Make way for the living ancestor.
Hey, Alva. Thank you for sticking around. I know it couldn't have been easy to stay when most of the Quen went home.
I came to this land to find a way to save my family. I can't go back yet. Not with what's coming. I told Bohai about Nemesis, and I gave him a new focus.
Oh. Are you sure we can trust him with it?
I know he'll probably find a way to twist it to his advantage with the other overseers back home. But once Gaia is completely up and running again, we might be able to set up a network so that we can stay in contact. Maybe I'll even get to speak to my sister. And he said he would petition the Emperor to send us aid.
Do you think the Emperor will listen?
To be honest, I don't know. But I hope so. Oh, and if you have a moment, I have an update on the data about Leviathan.
Since you're back in landfall, were you able to find the data you were after on Leviathan?
Not quite. I spoke to the other diviner, but it wasn't easy to get him to talk. It seems the data is wrapped up in something dangerous, something compromising on the ancestor.
Forbidden knowledge.
Yes, but I managed to get the facility's location from him. It's not far.
We'll find it together then.
I'm ready to head out now, if you are.
Let's go find that data.
Come, this way. Come on, let's go.
So once all said and done, you think we might return here? Primitives on the mainland wouldn't stand a chance against the mighty Empire. You're thinking of conquest?
Are you sure you're all right?
Yeah. Welcome, ancestor.
So, let me get this straight. The diviner you talked to wanted nothing to do with Leviathan, even though it could help your homeland. Just because there's forbidden knowledge around it?
The other diviners are like I used to be, terrified of a misstep. And with the overseers, They have every right to be. But what I've seen and learned since the greenhouse, it's so much more than what we're permitted. Diviners are supposed to seek the truth, and yet so much is kept from us. I'm tired of... That should be the facility ahead.
Another tall neck. Has to be the one I heard about. Up here. Well, there's a lot of crumbling ruins. Let's look around.
Aloy, why is the ground shaking?
That's not good, whatever it is.
Whoa, that thing is huge!
We'll have to take it out if we want to find that data.
Okay. I'm with you. We will prevent
Down it goes!
Whew. Well, I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
We should be able to look around for that data now. There's nothing for my polecaster to latch onto. Less of a climb, I bet. Come on, let's find that light we saw earlier. Oh, the data on Leviathan isn't here. But there's some kind of log.
Delete the database. But Miss Sasaki, when you look at the reports, 3,000 exhibiting symptoms. Over 400 dead. The data's clear. Omarama is contaminating the water supply, promoting bacterial growth. And with Leviathan based on the same architecture...
You're a smart kid. Top of your class, right? My father built this company thanks to world-class talent like you. And you know what else is world-class? Our legal team. So unless you want to spend the rest of your career in some dead-end, underfunded public research institute, you'll delete that database and forward all data on Leviathan to my office.
Yes, ma'am.
That was her. The ancestor, Eileen Sasaki. Hundreds dead. And she knew their system was to blame, but she had the truth erased. Were all the ancestors like this? Selfish, ruthless, immoral? And yet we hold them up as paragons of enlightenment and virtue. Given what we've learned, I don't even know if Leviathan will work.
Hold on. Let's not give up just yet. You said before that the old ones use Leviathan to control flooding, which means it probably worked. We'll know more when we find the data on it. The recording mentioned a copy was sent to Eileen's office.
To their corporate headquarters. There. Let's go. It shouldn't take us long to get to the tower.
Lead on. So what was that other system the recording mentioned? Omu Ramba?
The legacy tells us it was the predecessor to Leviathan, a system that manipulated floods to bring life to a barren desert.
Gwen seemed to know a lot about this ancestor.
Diviners spent years trying to figure out how to restore Leviathan. We found a lot of data on Eileen Sasaki in the process.
Entrance is blocked. Gonna have to find another way in.
The soldiers built a path on the nearby ruin. Might be able to cross over from there.
Lead the way.
I think this is as far as our soldiers got.
We'll have to climb higher to get into the tower.
I'll follow your lead. We go!
You doing okay, Olva?
Yes! Don't worry about me! How are we going to get across?
Oh, that beam looks promising.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to follow you there. This is a lot higher up than I thought.
Glintox. Well, we have the element of surprise.
Or we could sneak by and, not fall off the tower.
There's the tower. Should be there. No more Glinthawks.
I've heard our soldiers say the Glinthawks. That doesn't sound. I've heard our soldiers say the Glinthawks are the worst.
Clear some of that debris first. Okay. Should be able to make it to the other side. Made it.
Okay, Alva, your turn.
Right. Yeah. Aloy, can you watch me and make sure I do this right?
Come on, Alva. You can do it. It's okay.
Please don't break.
Alva!
I'm okay! Wow! That would have been a long way to fall.
You sure you're okay?
Yeah.
Oh, door's locked.
I'm fine.
I think it needs
Let's keep going.
Mail di testo da Brad Hall, danneggiamento dati minimo, Brad Hall, sicurezza informatica, oggetti tenuti, ci serve una memoria di codice, ce lo ricordiamo, se non a ricordarmi il mio codice, la prossima volta che non riesco a preparare la sala conferenza per una del consiglio perché non mi ricordo lo stupido codice, saprò chiedere la colpa, volete un memoria completamente inutile? Va bene, data conduzione, mese anno, ecco contenuti, 6 giorni di merda, 6 giorni di merda.
This says the code is the month and year the company was founded.
According to the legacy, it was October 2023.
Sicurezza informatica, aggiornamento dati minimo, signor Hell. Il reparto di sicurezza informatica tiene a sottolineare che inserire direttamente il proprio codice privato nel campo della memoria codici non è conforme agli standard di sicurezza digitale. Di quando il codice è stato resettato di nuovo, le ricordiamo di scegliere un memoria più appropriato in futuro.
So the company was founded in October.
Which is the 10th month of the year.
Io faccio sapere il codice.
When did you say the company was founded?
October 2023.
So the company was founded in October.
Which is the 10th month of the year.
So the company was founded in October.
Which is the 10th month of the year.
Ah, perché devo mettere 10.
Got it. Door should be unlocked now. Maybe the data on Leviathan isn't here.
Cost reduction strategy? We're talking about people's lives here. I did as you asked on Omuramba, but this is worse.
Relax, Eileen. I've spoken with risk management. They're confident that the chance of another incident is within acceptable parameters. We're moving ahead with Leviathan.
You know, Dad, shortcuts have a way of catching up with you. Within acceptable parameters or not.
Well, one day in the distant future when you're in charge, you can run things how you want. But until then, how about you let me worry about that?
Guess Eileen and her father didn't always get along. But it seems like covering up Omuramba wasn't her idea.
Doesn't matter. She still had a part in it.
Well, let's keep going. Her office must be higher up.
Cost reduction strategy? We're talking about people's lives here. I did as you asked on Omuramba, but this is worse.
Relax, Eileen. I've spoken with risk management. They're confident that the chance of another incident is within acceptable parameters. We're moving ahead
We
with
might be able to
Leviathan.
pull the rubble out from the other shaft.
You know, Dad, shortcuts have a way of catching up with you. Within acceptable parameters or
Let's
not.
see where this leads.
Well, one day in the distant
You
future
go on
when you're in
ahead.
charge,
I'll look for
you
a
can
way
run
up
things how
that
you
has a
want.
lesser chance of
But
falling
until
to
then,
my death.
how about you let me worry about that?
Perché non devo lasciare dove devo salire? Appunto.
Hey, Alva?
Yes?
There's something I don't get. You said Eileen was the one who built Leviathan, not her father, so what happened?
I'm not sure. The legacy doesn't say. Either that knowledge is lost or forbidden. Or maybe we were wrong about that too.
Se cadevo là sopra devo rifare sulla casa.
Are you doing okay, Aloy?
Yeah, it's just a long way up.
Ma sinceramente non lo so.
Now, how to get up higher? How about you, Alva? Any luck finding a way up?
Not yet.
Whew. Well, that's done with. Okay, I'm back at the shafts. If I blow up that fire gleam, the elevator might fall and open up a path for Alva. Hey, Alva? Step away from the shaft.
Okay, but, Whoa! Oh! I can reach the ladder now! Be right up, Aloy!
Looks like there's another floor above. Might be Eileen's office.
Okay, I'll meet you up there.
All right, Alva's on the way. Another locked door. Need to figure out the passcode.
That must be the Dragonfly 6. Made it! Appe used it in most of their construction projects. The Dragonfly 6 was their most successful model.
Huh. This looks like some kind of prototype.
For water purification. Must be the H2 flow.
What?
H2 flow. Their early inventions had strange names.
Well, the code from downstairs doesn't work. Maybe I should take a look at those artifacts. What was this called again?
The Dragonfly 6.
It's art, I think.
Could it be? Yes, I think this was commissioned in honor of the company's 25th anniversary.
Could look around with my focus.
Oh, that must be the Larson McCory Award. The legacy says Eileen won it when she was 40 for her work on Leviathan.
Interesting. Not quite right. That's not it. That didn't work. What was this thing again?
The H2 flow.
All the numbers you mentioned. I wonder if they make up the passcode.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
Remind me, what was this called?
The Dragonfly 6.
What did you say this was for again?
The company's 25th anniversary. Looks like it used to be on the last pedestal.
How old was Eileen when she won this award?
40.
Better take a look at those artifacts. Not quite right. That's not it. That didn't work. Better take a look at those artifacts. You said Eileen was how old when she won this?
40.
What was the name of this thing?
The H2 flow.
You said this was commissioned for something?
The company's 25th anniversary. Looks like it used to be on the last pedestal.
That didn't do anything.
I thought that would have worked. Did we overlook something?
Not quite right. The two artifacts on the ground. Maybe they used to be on opposite pedestals. That's not it. That did it!
Ma porca di quella. Erano giusti.
You can almost see the whole city from up here.
Corner office. Impressive view. It must have been Eileen's.
Let's see if the data on Leviathan is here.
Lasciamo stare questo. Pazienza. L'abbiamo fatto. Dopo tanti tentativi.
Well, it's official. Eileen Sasaki, CEO, chair, and worst daughter in the world. Security had to escort Dad to his vert. Guess we'll be speaking through lawyers from now on. Looking down at the world from here. It's hard to see the details. People become risk factors, statistics, far too easily. Omuramba was supposed to provide clean water, improve lives. It was easier to pretend there wasn't a problem. Easier to believe the lie was truth. But I don't want to pretend anymore. I will build Leviathan right. No more shortcuts. No more lying just to save face. It won't undo our sins. My sins. But maybe we can still do some good.
She overthrew her father, took over the company, so that Leviathan wouldn't end up killing people.
It sounded like she regretted covering up Omuramba's failure.
She wasn't perfect. Not a paragon, as the Quan believe. But not a monster, either. She tried to make up for her mistakes.
And now you know the truth.
As for the data... Leviathan... yes, it's here. Downloading a copy now.
Is something wrong?
I think I'll stay here a while longer. There's a lot more data that I want to look through.
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own?
Down is always easier than up. Let's speak again when we're in landfall.
Okay. I'll see you there. Well, after climbing all the way up, why not glide down?
Wait, you're going to what?
Just thinking about it.
E niente ragazzi, questa missione secondaria l'abbiamo completata. Noi dopo qui ci butteremo da qui, possiamo prendere e lasciarci. Vediamo da dove ci dobbiamo buttare, perché giustamente ci sarà un appiglio dove poterlo fare, perché sennò ovviamente mi devo mettere con il mio paracadute.
Sundown. Stars will be out soon.
Careful!
Guardate che andiamo a trovare un falò e andiamo a salire.
Aloy! Did you make it?
Sure did.
Amazing! Well, I'll see you in landfall. Good luck out there!
What do you think? Of course.
Don't know what to say.
Nobody here thought you'd survive that fight, Outlander.
Va bene, noi ci salutiamo qui, mi raccomando come al solito iscrivetevi al canale se non l'avete ancora fatto, lasciate un mi piace, commentate, fate girare il video il più possibile e cerchiamo di aumentare con tutti questi video. Detto ciò, seguitemi sui social, TikTok, Instagram, WhatsApp, Telegram, ovunque io sia, venitemi a trovare e bello, ciao ciao.